It's always that final set that just like, I think I'll just quit right now. You and I both know, you just gotta get done. Homemade soup.
That's mine.
Hey guys, the first day back at work after Christmas is always crazy because you never know exactly what to start doing. Email triage, Twitter triage, things in GitHub to review, report requests, notifications about bug issues, mailing lists, the newsletters that went out, requests for meetings, but it's just insane. Best thing to do is just to relax, to have some coffee, and then just start getting it done, I guess. So yeah. The day started out super slow, and yet by the end of the day, I got super inspired. I had no idea that I would even be starting this new series with you, which I would love for you to join me. And so here's the gist. If you've been around the internet for a while, you probably know this guy, Tim Ferriss. I've read every single book of his. I don't like all of them, but this one in particular, I really am digging. Now that's mostly because it's really not much about Tim, it's really about all of these incredibly talented, successful, motivated, inspiring folks that he's interviewed, and he's essentially created cliff notes around how they get stuff done and how they have become so successful. What these people actually do. And if you know me, I love to do things. I love to take what I learned and then go execute against it. So I thought, maybe it would be fun if I just walk through this book, this gigantic Bible of productivity, tactics, routines, and habits, and see if you would join me on this journey. Now this thing is freaking huge. So I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna walk through it together. You know, maybe I'll go through a couple a day, or maybe I'll pick out one passage that really inspires me. Man, I don't know. But the point is just starting. I would encourage you to get a copy, walk through this book with me. Let's respond, let's create a little bit of community in the comments. I mean, why the heck not? And I thought I'd just dive in. Nothing more appropriate than just to dive into the foreword from Arnold Schwarzenegger, who we all should know. I love this foreword. And I love how humble he is, how he approaches this concept of that he's not a self-made man, that he's gotten help from a lot of people. And that's your story, that's my story, that's his story. This mythological self-made man, it doesn't actually exist. I'm gonna read this for you and for those who don't have the book. Arnold says, "My life was built on a foundation of parents, coaches, and teachers, mentors who shared wisdom, advice, idols who motivated me from the pages of magazines, and as my life grew from personal interactions." I love that. I think that's actually still very true today. We get a lot of inspiration from a lot of folks online via YouTube, via Twitter, via blog posts, and occasionally we get the pleasure of meeting them in person. Moving on, I think he perfectly sums up the reason why this is important. He goes, whether it's a morning routine or philosophy or a training tip or just motivation to get through the day, there isn't a person on this planet who doesn't benefit from a little outside help. The worst thing you can do is think that you know enough. Never stop learning, ever. And I think that's where I want to end today's vlog. That's what I want to meditate on today, is just this foreword. There's no point in rushing through it. Of course, you can do whatever you'd like, but it would be awesome if we could walk through this together. So I'm encouraged, I'm more excited already to read it. The thing is thick as hell, so we'll see how long this kind of vlog lasts, but if anything, I think we'll get a lot out of it. And we'll just see where it heads. To summarize, everyone can benefit from a little bit of help. This book might be exactly what you need to get 2017 kicked off in the right way. I just can't imagine that you not getting something significant out of this book, perhaps even life-changing, but we'll withhold that until we actually see. Get the book, subscribe to my channel, we'll walk through it as a community, and we'll see what happens. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you to Kevin Lee, who bought this for me and gave it to me as a gift. I'd actually put it on my Amazon wish list, and then he showed up one day during one of our mentorship meetings. And man, so great, so perfect.